your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Well, I remember you, the girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
I remember being overwhelmed by the Darkspawn.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
My friend, you mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Well, I have some questions, if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
So, where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Thanks a lot.
I am only being practical.
So how did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why did Loghain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Yeah, sure.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Nice. Okay, so I need my stuff, obviously. I have my stuff, that's nice. I don't need another short bow. That's for sure, right? Will she be angry if I, like, loot stuff? Let's check it out. Key required. And of course, that's just one thing. Yeah, that's all. Alrighty.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Oh well, I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Yeah, sure. It was actually pretty helpful. It's kinda, you know, pretty good not to be dead. And it would be very foolish to say that you must be very old and powerful. That's not exactly a finest compliment. Yeah. Who cares what she is? We need to do something now.
We need to bring Loghain to judgment. Why would he do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
Yeah, Archdemon is pretty freaking strong, and I don't think we four, well, at the moment, two, can just fight him. What is this Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An Archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
What could the Terran hope to gain by betraying the king?
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
Well, you think the Earl would believe us or the Terran?
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Well, the idea is not bad. But keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable man. At some point.
The Owl would never do what Tairn Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al-Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
Surely there are other allies we could call on.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Al-Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
We could try. That's a possibility. But I doubt it will be as easy as that.
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against a blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I don't suppose you could offer any more help.
Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
She's not too happy about it. Yeah, thank you, but if Morrigan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Yeah, I actually like the idea.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but Won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I
understand.
And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Yeah, because otherwise everyone will be dead. Oh, at least most of the folks. Mages or not.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
I mean, we need all the help we can get. And yeah, get over LastofAvari. I kinda want to answer too, but a more diplomatic way would be one.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Yeah, more questions maybe a little bit?
I may have answers. Ask.
So, tell me about this village on the north.
It is a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Yeah, she's pretty sneaky. That's nice. How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
That's not reassuring. And I don't sense any Darkspawn, at least at the moment.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Have you never been outside of the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
That's interesting.
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
It's just difficult to imagine her.
Young? Married? Pregnant? Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not.
Well...
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut. Fool.
Oh, she certainly... All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Yeah, that's nice. The game skipped one of waistlines, partially, so that wasn't too nice, but yeah. We are here, and level ups are here as well. Let me see. Yeah, that makes sense. And talents, Templar. Oh, that's 9. I can't really do that. Is this a mold? No, it's on cooldown, 15 seconds. Oh no, it's actually a mold. Yeah, let's see what do we have here. Shield defense. Well, this guy has a shield, so that kinda makes sense to have. Let's see. Defensive stance. Do we have any passives actually, or strikes, or something like that? I'm not sure if I want to bother myself with modes, but yeah, some of them could be helpful. So potentially useful. Yeah, let's do shield defense, I suppose. And what's about me? That. Maybe that. Now skills. Yeah, I want this, and then we will take something for combat training. Let's see now. Maybe something out of this. Yeah, that could be useful. Actually. Let's take this. Can we go back? No, it's locked out. It means we can only go further. Well, let's go then.
Very well.
Yeah, there's only one location, and there is party camp.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?